I was not successful.
2, 3, 2, 1, 3.
I cannot take you. Oh, I was not successful.
Yeah.
Breast. Why? Why do you want those?
Wow.
Hey guys, so I was not successful putting the munchkin down. He refuses to go to bed. So we're going to all be live all together right now, tonight. Hey, hey, hey. What's going on, family? Mwah. Come on. So, we are at 9:30. I have been trying to put this baby down now for over half an hour. He ain't trying to hear it. So here we are. We're gonna work this out together. I'm down to take hints and advice about how to make it happen. Ooh. Okay, honey. Oh. All right, here we go. Now, Can mommy talk for a little while and you get some breast? Okay, here you go. There we go. Comfy? You comfy? Good deal. All right. So, it's around 9:30. Got about 50 people here in the room. Greetings, everyone. I hope that you have put your children down and that you are comfy and that you are got your lunch packed for tomorrow and you are getting cozy and ready to turn in with me for a moment here in this live thread. I got my low light going. I love lavender. Definitely with that. We'll stay on top of that. There's so much. Oh my gosh, so much. You know, with mommyhood and lifestyle and tying it all together. I actually have a flight out at 6 a.m. tomorrow. Headed to New York for the Grammys. So I am crazy. Okay. So it just doesn't stop. And people ask me all the time, like, how are you pulling this thing off? I don't know, like pure adrenaline. So we've got about 75 people in the room now. Wanted to kind of give it a moment for everybody to get in here. Thank you, Naisha. Yeah, I'm trying to suck it up, you know. I'm sucking it in. I know that this won't last always. He's more than 2 years old now, and he's still like screaming for my breast and wants me to like rock him to sleep and things like that. So, you know, here we are. So peace, everybody. Hey, Natasha. Hey, Patrina. Hey, Tracy, Naisha, Sherry, Crystal, Roy, Stephanie, Natasha, everybody, Natasia, Gwendolyn, Bria. Hey, Cuzzo. Hey, Shimona. So we're all here together, and y'all know what the topic is tonight. We're going to talk about stress, lifestyle, and how all those things contribute to the over 500,000 hysterectomies that are performed here in America every year. And I just want y'all to really think about that for a moment. The number is just staggering, you know, over 500,000, 600,000 hysterectomies per year. That's a lot of surgery on women's wombs being completely taken out, and it really makes you think like, well, okay, well, why? You know, why? You know, it'd be different if it was like, oh, you know, this person ended up with this situation that created, you know, the need for surgery, or maybe a few people here or a few people there. 600,000 a year? Why? Why is that? And when I came across those numbers a couple years back, I was asking myself that every day, like, why? You know, and why isn't this something that we talk about more? Why isn't this like the topic? Like, I don't know what's more important. And I know right now there's a lot of marching going on and championing for women's equal rights and just the treatment of women all over the globe. So many different things going on with this women's movement, and this is just not something that I'm seeing enough of. We are now in cervical cancer month, and with it being cervical cancer month, with the march that just happened in Washington, I don't know why the removal of wombs at this staggering number here in the States isn't being discussed more. So this really moves me and bothers me, and I'm wondering if I'm the only one. I'm just wondering, am I the only one that thinks this is kind of crazy? Hey, Sister Regina Fleming. I'm sorry to hear that, sister. Uh-oh, I lost y'all. All right, so Tina said, women are not taught the biology of their body, and they believe what their doctors say. Your doctor wore you down and left you with no choice to get surgery. Yeah, and I think a lot of times it happens because we really get scared. And we talked about this the other night. I don't know if you guys who were there on Instagram, we talked about fear and faith. And we talked about holding on to the things that you know to be true. You know, it's almost like the person who they ask a lot of questions about health foods, but they weren't asking questions when they were eating the Doritos. You know, it's like, wow, you know, I get emails about, you know, the ingredients and the, you know, whether or not you can have dandelion tea and things like that, but nobody was making any phone calls to the 1-800 number at Subway or Popeyes about, you know, the new McRib or whatever. So oftentimes we get nervous when we are hit with an ailment or with pain. We get really nervous and we go to the doctor and we just kind of take whatever they say, hook, line, and sinker, often because we just don't know enough about what's happening to us. And they don't have a lot of patience to tell us everything that we really need to know and understand about the origins of fibroids. Okay? Not many people that I've worked with really know and understand the origins of fibroids. Doctors are telling people, well, this is just something that happens. We really don't technically know why. This is just something that just happens. Sometimes it's your genetics. We hear that a lot. And that's something that I'm really excited to clear up on this upcoming webinars, to really address and approach genetics. But we'll get back into that. So what happens is that then with the lack of understanding, with the lack of education, and then you mix the fear, because this is your body, right? It's very easy to just kind of give in, you know, and you may have been, studying and drinking herbs and drinking your, juicing and working out and all the things that you think you're supposed to do. You know, you're having some little lean meats here and there, a little lean turkey, a little fish, a little tofu here and there, little veggie burgers, you working out, you think you're drinking carrot juice and beet juice, and you think you're doing your, a little something. You're not eating all the fast food all the time. You're doing your steamed chicken, your grilled chicken and rice with your broccoli, and you still end up in this situation. And again, lack of understanding and information about how the body works, what causes the inflammation. And when we see the staggering numbers between Black women, Asian, white, Hispanic women, the numbers are become even more scary because black women are outnumbering all of our other sister races when it comes to hysterectomies and all reproductive disorders at this point. And then that begs you, to question, well, then why is that? Why is that? Why do we have these issues? And there's so many stressors, so many cultural and traditional things, so many products that we are just inundated with. I was at a beauty supply today because I'm getting my wig together. I'm getting my wig done. And I saw a product that was like, I think it said proteins and DNA. And I thought, and I stopped, and I just, because it stood out to me, and I said, protein and DNA in this hair product? Like, what? Whose DNA? Whose DNA is in, what does that mean? And we just kind of buy into this stuff. Like, we don't know what's going on, what you're putting on and into your body. Okay, so that's one of the things that we're going to discuss. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, if you're in this room right now and you are still putting chemicals into your vagina and you think that you can get away with that for 20, 30, 40, 50 years up until menopause, that's not what you want to do. You want to stop that now. You want to stop that right now. Go and make a conscious decision now, sisters, please, to give up all of the chemical and bleached toxins going in to your vagina. You don't want to be having things that are toxic in that most precious part of your body. It affects you over time, absolutely. If you're putting, I know women that have literally put 2 tampons into their vaginas during their cycles. Have you heard of this? Have you heard of this? I know women who've said, oh, I use 2 tampons, bleached, toxic, carcinogen-laced tampons. Okay? So we got to think about this. The womb is meant to absorb. That's what it does. The womb absorbs. So you've got to you've got to be mindful about what you're absorbing, whether that is toxic fluids, whether that's toxic products, toxic men. We've got to be more mindful. All right. And I just want you sisters to be encouraged. I know there are several of you that are thinking, oh God, is this going to work for me? Is this, is there a way that I can really shrink and heal my fibroids naturally? Yes. Yes. It's happening. Women are doing it. Women are finally figuring out, okay, let me take a moment. And I told a story about faith versus fear in reference to my own child and having to take him to the children's hospital and feeling really, really scared and freaked out. I was coming back from a trip and my husband didn't want to tell me that my son's penis had swollen up because it was infected, because he had he's not circumcised, so he had a penis infection. And I got home and saw my poor baby's penis and I almost fell out. I could not believe how scary it looked. I was like, oh my God. And for 2 years, we have never had a problem. We clean him, we keep him clean, everything's good. But I had him with some family members for a week, and I just kind of took off. You know how you do when you finally get some family members around, you're like, oh, I'm taking off for a week. And I didn't warn them, like, hey, make sure you're cleaning this way and that way. They're not used to a circumcised little boy. So I wasn't prepared in that way. I didn't prepare them. And my poor baby, oh my goodness. And I mean, when I tell you I went to the hospital so fast, before I even had time to think about Mommy Doctor, Reverend Dr. Chef Ahki, I was so scared. I forgot everything that I knew. I threw out the window. And I took my baby in, and of course they tortured him, trying to pull stuff out of his penis. Oh my God, it was so scary. And then they gave me an antibiotic, y'all. Ouch, baby. And I gave him 1 dose. And the next day they called me and said, ma'am, we're so sorry to tell you that the antibiotic we gave you was wrong. It was the wrong one. And I was like, what? Excuse me? Huh? What? Excuse me? Yeah, it was the wrong one. Yeah, so am I going to get my $50 back? No, you're not going to get your $50 back. But you got to come get another one for another $50. And, yeah, like, let's just see if that works. No, I think not. I think not. I think what I'm going to do is do what I know, what I understand. And I'm going to go home. I'm going to get my baby some black cherry juice and elderberry juice. And I'm going to wrap his penis in some colloidal silver and some tea tree gel and aloe and some golden seal powder and some clay. And we're going to wrap this penis up. You guys, I swear, when I put my baby down an hour later, I opened his diaper and his penis was right back to normal. He was playing, having fun, feeling good. He let me clean it. He was fine. So about another day later, perfect. Nothing. I gave him all the things he needed. He was wonderful. So I just tell this story just to say, sisters, to sometimes you got to take a moment before you let the fear kick in. Always kind of go back to the source. Go back to the source and say, okay, firstly, have I been doing everything I needed to do? Have I been studying and making sure that I know that I'm educated, I'm prepared for this fight for my womb? Okay? Because my God did not intend for me to suffer. My God did not intend for me to be, to lose my womb. My God did not intend for me. Like, that's not the case. The Creator wants you to be well. Your body wants to be well. You just have to get out of the way and let it do what it needs to do. And give it the things that it needs and take away the things that it does not serve it. You understand what I'm saying? So take a moment. Don't let everybody talk in your ear about what you can and can't do. Take a moment. We've had women literally heal up to 17, 35, 50 fibroids. So why not you, right? So take a moment. I want to see all you sisters. If you need assistance, I got a crew of myself and 3 others that specialize in natural healing for reproductive disorders, fibrocystic tumors, everything, PCOS, endometriosis. We can help. We'll be doing a webinar January 30th through the 2nd. This will be on thefreshtribe.com. You can get registered now at thefreshtribe.com. And the Fresh Tribe is amazing. You guys can join the Fresh Tribe, and you can join the Fresh Tribe, and you can join our membership group. You can be a part of our private accountability group, which is really awesome because I'm on there every day cooking and doing random stuff, showing you what I'm buying, showing you what I'm doing, going live, putting up cooking food demos all the time, just doing, It's a lot more personal than my other pages. I give most of my energy there. So, just going live tonight to tell you sisters to be encouraged. Women are healing naturally. Tap into your faith, not your fear first. Ask yourself what you could do better, what things you could take away to start the process so that you can try. You can always have surgery, but you can't always get your womb back. Okay? So we gotta balance these hormones through proper choices, through lifestyle. Lifestyle is the only cure for fibroids. You do know that. There is no other cure. There's no pill. There's no nothing. There's no other cure for all reproductive disorders other than lifestyle choices. You literally choose what you're putting into your mouth every moment. You are curing or creating fibroids. You are shrinking or growing tumors with every choice. So lifestyle is the cure for everything. Be clear. So don't send me any messages. Ahki, well, how can I get my blood pressure down? Well, how can I get to this? And how can I do this? And how can I do that? It's you know the answer. We can't get around lifestyle. You got to make a lifestyle change. You have to make a choice with everything you put in your body. It's a choice. You are building your temple or you are destroying it. It's very, very simple. That's all it is to it. Okay? And don't even get me started on water, because water's so jacked up. We do our best. Let me see. I'm looking at y'all's questions. Yes, it is possible to join the Fresh Tribe no matter what, ladies. Bless your heart, Regina. Oh my gosh. Bless your heart, Sister Regina. Hey, Sister Kanisha. Okay. And hey to your daughter. I got you. I got you. No worries. I got you. Yes, Ashera. Uh-huh. So, sisters. Hey, Tasha cousin. Hey. So, sisters, if you have already had the surgery, okay? If you have already had the surgery, it's not too late. Hey, Sister Erica, it's not too late for you to make the lifestyle change, because you need to anyway. If your lifestyle has pushed you to the brink and you've lost any organ, then that means that it's certainly time for you to really make the changes. You got to make the changes. Look, I wake up craving biscuits and gravy like anybody else. I was raised in the South. I get it. Trust me. Okay? But there's some things you can't play with. And I tell sisters all the time, some things you just cannot do. You can't do what everybody else does. If you have a situation, if you're dealing with your thyroid, if you're dealing with your bowel, if you're not going to the bathroom all the time, okay? Y'all know what I'm talking about. See, when we were children, we used to eat 3 times a day. But we've stopped that. Half of us working so hard and focused on everybody, taking care of everybody, we're not even eating. We're not even eating. That's why your metabolism's slowing down. And you're trying to figure out what's going on. And then when you do eat, you're crashing on junk. We got to cut that out in 2018. You're supposed to eat 3 times a day so that your metabolism says, okay, we eating. Okay, just like when you breastfeeding. You keep feeding your baby every 3 hours. And it's like, oh, the breasts are like, yep, that's what we're doing, right? Your milk kicks in. It's the same thing. So if you want to lose weight, you want to get yourself together, obesity and fibroids go hand in hand. Hand in hand. Okay? I'm looking at some of y'all's questions and comments. But yes, sisters, if you already have a situation going on, okay. Yes, sisters, if you are tuning in and we're talking about hysterectomies, if you have had to have one, to me, that's all the more motivation for you to get yourself together, so that those issues and those toxins that you were putting in your body that became so toxic that you had to have your womb removed. See, now they're looking for those. You're still putting those same toxins in your body. Now they're looking for another place to go. You understand what I'm saying? Now those toxins are going to find another place to go. Usually they take the fibroids out, they grow back. They take the fibroids out, they grow back. Am I right? Am I right? So they take the womb out. Now, okay, boom, we're just going to take the whole womb out. To me, I swear, the Western medical approach to our bodies, to me, is so primitive. It's so primitive. There's nothing like the science of nature. Oh, the science of nature is bad. Oh, my goodness. It's so primitive. Just cut it out. Oh, it's in the way. Cut it out. No, God put it there for a reason. You need to have the discipline, the wisdom, enough to go and fast and pray. Like your granny did, fast and pray and get it together. Fast and pray and get it together. The wisdom of nature is divine. The wisdom of God in nature is divine. You can't just cut something out and expect for something else not to go wrong. Imagine if you just took a car part out. Well, the transmission's messed up. Let's just pull it out. The whole thing it's a holistic thing. The whole body has to work as one vehicle. You can't just take something out and expect where the toxins going to go now. Now they're going to go to other, but now they're going to be in your bloodstream, your lungs, your heart, your kidneys, your lymph, everywhere. So you got to change the lifestyle so that the body says, oh, we can relax now. Now we're good. We can relax now. That's all. Your body is trying to protect the vital organs by being inflamed this way. You understand what I'm saying? And look, I'm no medical doctor. I'm a nutritional counselor. And I'm a healthy lifestyle influencer and food activist. But I am telling you the simple truth of wellness. They try to make it so difficult, but it's not that difficult. It's actually very simple. So I want you sisters to be encouraged. Use your common sense. Use your common sense. Listen to your body, because nobody can tell you what you're feeling. You know when you're feeling something's off. Okay? And Tina said you need to find a doctor who is honest enough about your condition to give you full disclosure of your medical condition so that you know exactly what you're addressing. True indeed. True indeed. Is there something wrong with circumcision as to why I did not do it? I mean, for me, it's very plain and simple. It wasn't that anything is particularly wrong. I mean, I could certainly make some comments about that. But beyond all those things, looking at the pros and cons, the main thing that I would hear when I talked about not circumcising was the cleanliness of the little boy's penis. And I was like, well, the little girls have vaginas that damn sure need to be cleaned. And we teach our little girls to clean their vaginas. Why can't we teach little boys to clean their penises? Roll the skin down and clean it. Same way you got to tell a little girl, open the lips up, clean it. You have to open and clean your vagina. So why are we teaching little boys that, oh, well, they're so stupid and they're so primitive that we have to just cut this thing off? Like, why? And I simply didn't want to see my son in that pain. I would not want anybody cutting on my private part. I would have been pissed had I gotten older and someone had cut on my private part. It seems very traumatizing to me. That might be what's wrong with all the men in America today. All of them had their penis chopped off, and they're all traumatized. How do we know? How do we know if we just left their penises alone as babies, they wouldn't be so traumatized? Maybe they're all out here just penis fighting because they're mad about their penises and what women did to their penises. Maybe that happened. Don't take me there tonight, y'all. I'm sleeping. Y'all know I get deep when I'm sleeping. Okay? Look. So I just say that to say, I just didn't want nobody cutting on my baby. That's it. He just came. He was so sweet and perfect and beautiful. And I said, well, don't touch him. Give him to me. Don't touch him. I don't want nobody cutting on my baby. That was it. I just don't want nobody cutting on my baby. That's it. Okay. Uh-oh. I'm looking at y'all's comments. The sister said thyroid imbalance and infertility do not have a look. That's true. That's true. You can't even tell sometimes. And it is heartbreaking. Aha! You right now, Isha. I need to go my butt to bed right now. Put my alarm on. You ain't even lying. Let me get myself together. All right, you guys. Well, I'm glad we're in the room tonight. I hope you guys will join the Fresh Tribe, and I hope that you guys will join us for the Fibroid Elimination webinar. We're going to have Jesse Thompson as well as Dr. Amun and Dr. Amsu. You've seen these guys on The Breakfast Club. You've seen these guys with Roland Martin on TV1 talking about fibroids campaign. I mean, we've been on fire for about 2 years doing this campaign, and so we're going to shut it down for once and for all. Every and anything about reproductive health is going to be addressed in this webinar. It's a 4-day webinar. We're going to cook together. It's going to be amazing. If you're looking at the price tag like, don't do me like that. Fibroids cost about $10,000 a year. Okay, so let's make a small investment. I make investments in things all the time and things that I believe will help me to be smarter, stronger, and more awesome in this world. So we've put together an amazing webinar for you guys that will last for 4 whole days. So make the investment in yourself and in your life. You know, y'all spend $100 on the weekend kicking it at the party. You know, going to dinner, going to the Red Lobster. Y'all spend $125 at the Red Lobster. So let's y'all know I'm telling the truth. So I love us, and I'll see you guys soon. If you need me, put me if you're constipated, then you need more living foods. Put me in the DM. Hit me in the DM if you need me. chefahki@gmail.com. Love us. See y'all soon.